Today, we are going to be talking about the elephant in this room, which is everything behind me. This has been piling up for quite a while. You know, as the channel grows and we get more and more stuff in, everything really piles up, and then every once in a while, we'll go through and deep clean pretty much this whole area and really make it look a little more presentable. But I think at this point, I really want to try something new with this whole area behind me because as far as organization goes, it's kind of a nightmare whenever we want to try and find anything in this whole mess of stuff. So I'm going to show you guys pretty much the whole setup functionality of this whole room here and what we have going on for it. And then I want to know from you guys what you guys think we can do to improve this whole setup because I think it really needs some help just for organization structure and just overall looks too. I think it could really use a little bit of a boost. And the whole purpose of this video is getting your all's help to figure out a better solution, maybe like a better shelving system or something like that. So Matt told me that if I could get a blueprint set up for like a solution for this whole area, we'd be able to place a couple things in order and maybe help elevate this space in a way. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys the full tour of it so you guys know what we're working with. Then I'd like to hear you guys' thoughts in the comments down below. All right, so starting on the left side of this whole setup, we have our monitors on the top left here. I really don't like how high up these are because overall, I mean, one's fallen and that's what broke the first one. So it could really use a new spot in this office here. Next, we have some cleaning supplies. We have like knives, microfibers, Post-it notes, things like that. This is where I really think we need to step up our game. We have about 2.5 bins of cables, and finding any cable in here is an absolute nightmare. I'm sure you guys can see that. So if anyone has any ideas on how we can set up a full cable management system for just like random cables in an office, please let me know because I would love to find some kind of like gadget or something on Amazon that could really help us like figure out and organize all these cables. This is like custom loop stuff that we're probably gonna be able to get rid of, and just extra stuff on the bottom there that we probably don't need, so we can disregard that. We have a bunch of extra GPU boxes over here, and overall, like we could toss these, but I kind of wanted to set up some kind of like nice looking shelf with all these displayed on it. I'll probably end up moving into the back for the time being, but you guys can disregard that. We have some ad spot stuff. This is a spot where we get in stuff from ad spot companies and we have to do ad spots on them. So we like to keep this in the film room so we know, where all of our products are. These up top are cases for future videos or cases that companies sent in for us, and we're kind of still waiting to use these cases. So these usually also like to be set in the film room. So in case we want to plan a video with them, they're up on the top. And then on the right side here, you have the future video shelf right here. So these are all items and packages and things like that we have in for a video. We just haven't filmed it yet. So we of course like to keep it in the film room. And again, I think the main problem with this setup is all this extra liquid cooling stuff, maybe a better spot we could put for the graphics cards. And then, same thing with the monitors, we can find a better spot for it. And then, these really, really big cases and things like that. Additionally, for the video area, that also moves over to here. And another problem that they're having is we have these like shelving units here, but there's really not a good spot to fit in like these huge boxes. They always end up on the ground and then it just becomes like a maze. This is kind of like a hodgepodge of items of PC parts over here that we like to use that are kind of close to the main set. So whenever we need to grab something, we can just grab it easily. This area here is pretty much like the full fan area. We have a couple boxes of 120 mil, 140 mil ARGB fans and just regular fans as well. We've got more fans over here. We've got stock CPU coolers right here. We have a couple of products that we got sent in from companies that we could use to do videos on. And then we have like extra sleeve cables, power supply cables, things like that. Just a bunch of random accessories and things we may end up using down the road. So, oh, and I almost forgot, guys, there's also one more spot here that I would personally love as the videographer, maybe a solution for, but this is our video and camera setup over here. I would like for it probably to be in the same spot, but maybe if it moved over to the left or something, if we cleared that much space, that'd be really cool. But the problem that I have with this setup is we have a lot of boxes down here, which we could probably move up to like the mezzanine or something. We have like a bunch of tripods around the office. There's Matt.
I'm a tripod.
Matt's a tripod. But we have a bunch of extra tripods and camera gear that doesn't have a home. Like you can see all these tripods here. That's kind of the problem with this whole setup here is it only houses small things like that. So when this is all organized and everything, it looks really nice, but we may need like a bigger shelf or maybe just a better utilization of said shelves because these things don't really get touched on the bottom here. So that is pretty much everything though in the office. This area over here is pretty good. We could also maybe end up utilizing like a shelf space over here. That is pretty much everything in the film room that we need to work on. So I want to hear from you guys if you have any solutions to this whole area. Maybe you have a YouTuber that you like to watch and you've seen some kind of cool setup they have that we can maybe take, you know, some bits and pieces of for inspiration and figure out a solution for everything back there. So that's pretty much gonna wrap up this short video, guys. I just wanted to give you guys the rundown on this whole setup here and see if you guys have any solutions for how we can improve this setup. So whenever we're turning the camera around in our videos, or just planning videos, or just have everything over here, it'll look better for you guys, and it'll also be more functional for us in the long run. So thanks for watching to the end if you guys did. I really hope you guys have some cool ideas in the comments below, and I'll give you guys another update whenever I finally come up with whatever blueprint or setup that I have, and when everything gets ordered. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.